Hello, let's start your hand reading. First, I will explain your hand shape and the hand lines. If there is any question that can be seen on messages later, we can see that you have got a palm that is longer in length, which shows your nature is very progressive and advancing. And then we can see fingers are shorter. They represent your ability to understand details earlier. And you have got a detail oriented nature as seen from your fingers. If someone's fingers are very long, they tend to enter into details so much that action taking becomes very difficult. Then we can see the length of the thumb is also long, which shows you have got good management skills. Now the first flange of the thumb is very strong, which shows your willpower is quite strong. Then we can see second flange is also stronger, which is an indication that your logic tends to be strong. This is your audience eye, which shows sixth sense is also present in you. But the thing is, we have seen your brain line is starting from Mount of Jupiter. This shows instead of sixth sense, you should always focus on facts and figures. Now we can see the lines of your hand. This is lifeline, this is brain line, this is heart line, this is fate line, and rest of the lines. So let me start from lifeline. We can see that it is making a very big curve and is present under the Mount of Saturn, which shows hard work, discipline, and consistency are going to be your main strengths. It is also separating away from the brain line, which shows you have got an independent personality and you take actions at your own thoughts. At the start, we can see Lifeline has got these lines. These are called Rahu lines. They show stress, worries, and obstacles in life. But the presence of this line around the age of 15, 16, and onwards, as it is long, represents you are taking good momentum in life. Next is we can see the pattern of these lines with some cutting lines. This line is present around the period of 28, 29, 30, as it's a longer line, which shows tensions issues can come. Now what kind of thing is this? This may show money can stuck in the mid 20s to late 20s period, and as the line is also going towards Mercury area, which is the area for marriage and money, so difficulties can be seen. However, after the age of like we can see 34, 35, there is more stability in the lifeline, and then the lines are going on. Around the age of 42, 43, that will be your current age. We can see this is your Mars line, which is a sign of godly protection and safety. It is being cut by lines. So in the years 2025, 26, you have to be vigilant, as some person might incur fault or may incur some loss. And investments of bigger nature should be done with extra care. The reason that I can see a very good sign is the formation of these lines, because when they are forming in the mid 40 period, like they are forming around your current age 44, 45 age, these represent you are getting some new opportunities, which is an indication that your wealth is going to be increasing. And furthermore, we cannot see any stronger cutting lines, because these lines can show issues in the past current period, but in the longer run we can see these lines have finished here in the current age and are not going more. So more income and success is going to be there, and in the 50s period, 60s period, 70s and 80s, we can see your wealth is going to be quite fine. There is a very important sign forming on your lifeline, which is called fish sign. Now, when it forms, it represents a lot of wealth and abundance of wealth. Its effect comes starting from the age of 36 age and onwards. So, overall, you are financially going to be quite strong, especially your old age is also going to be beautiful. Next is we can see the pattern of lifeline is complete till and there are no gaps. Health is also going to be fine. We can see the pattern of the brain line. Now a long line coming at Mars passive area shows your ability to calculate, to be very practical person is also present. This shoot is playing two meanings. As it is starting from moon, moon it itself is a source of income, travels, explorations. And when you have got this line, this not only gets you income from your creative side, innovative side, plus also it is in the direction of Mount of Saturn. So it also plays a role of fate in your hand, and your fate is also being made by your brain's capacities. It's a very good sign. Next is we can see the pattern of your heart line, and heart line we can see is reaching at upper mount of Jupiter, and this area deals with honor, respect, and innovation along with this line. So this is a sign of having good success and good fame in life. This also gives you the capacity to give donation to other people, as you have a very kind and humanitarian heart. Then we can see the pattern of fate line. It is starting from the wrist, again from a fish sign which is in upward direction. You are going to be successful by your dint of your own hard work, your own efforts, and then we can see it is going on. The fate line is having this line. Fate line represents your money and career, and the rising lines, that is, this line is very important as it is going towards Mount of Sun. Sun shows our rise in life, and this line starts from 25, 26 age and onwards, and it shows you are going to rise quite high in life. And from this point, 31, 32 age and onwards, we can see there are multiple lines present along the fate line which represent coming of more income. Now there are breaks in the patterns here, as fate lines patterns are very important. If there is a gap, this can be seen around the age of 38, 39, and then we can see the cutting factor of this line around the age of 42, 43. So in these ages you had to be vigilant because the fear of loss can be there. In the next period you have to be very careful around the age of 49, 50, because some tension or loss can occur at that period. And the use of palmistry is that we have, if we become more aware, more follow the procedure, and double check the things, this allows us to come out of a loss or avoid it. So this period in future is going to be uh, careful. And the presence of these squarish patterns, meanwhile, they are indicating that in the coming few years, before the age of 50, you are going to buy 2 to 3 properties. They are going to be good, uh, uh, achievable things in your life. Furthermore, the pattern of fate line when it enters into Mount of Saturn is a sign of enjoying wealth at your own, and not relying on others. So quite a good sign. Next is we can see the amounts of yours and things which can get you more income, and the lines related to income are, see this line of pattern. This is a sun lines pattern with a kite sign here. Kite sign shows transcendence and extreme skill on sun mount, and this line deals with your ability to earn from the digital IT side, communication computing side. And then we can see the lines of mercury or medical stigmata are present. They are a good use from the study of things academic side, and health or sports side, because these medical stigmata lines are very powerful in this regard, as they deal with our physical activity and physical vigor. The presence of many lines here also shows things related to sales, retail, distribution can be beneficial for you. The sequence in which we have discussed these things are going to make you good profit. So try to invest in these things. Now we can see the side of the hand. Yes, from the perspective of health, keep care of your eyesight and heart's health, as this sign relates to heart, eyesight, and diabetes. So always try to maintain a healthy living style. Here we can see you have got many travel lines, and a brown mole here shows love for nature and travels. So international travels are going to be there. Here is the marriage area. If anyone has got one line, that's a sign they tend to marry easily in life. And now we can see there are more lines. This line is for teenagers. This line's pattern is present around the age of 28-30, that is late 20s period. And this is for period in the early 40s to 45. So when you have got more lines, you can marry at the age you want in life. But if earlier marriage does not happen, it happen around this period. However, what should be the care? As we know, the strongest line represents the marriage pattern. So when we see thickness is there, it shows troubles happen in the happening of marriage. And if it happens and a double fork like sign present at the start, this may indicate, this may represent partners might think at different levels, so issues can come. So more harmony is going to be required, and this line is present in the period of 35 36. So overall, if we see, relationships are going to be coming throughout life. Then we can see the mounts of your hand. We can see Mount of Venus is well developed, which shows your personality to be handsome, attractive, musculature tends to be strong, and then the line of life is complete. The line of brain is long, which shows the element of intelligence and creativity is present more. Heartline is again longer reaching here. That is again a sign that signifies your generosity. Now in the mounts, we can see Mount of Jupiter is very prominent, which shows you are going to benefit from property side, metal side, like even gold. And then this also shows you do not need to work. You should get work done by other people, and you have to use your management skills in this regard. And then the hand is pinkish hand shows you have got high motivation. The yellow spots slightly we see, they are present in the hand. They show liver and sleep cycle needs more care. Thank you. Now we can see your numerology.